Is the BluGuitar Amp 1 Iridium as good as I remember? Let's find out. I did an in-depth review on this amplifier, I think 2 or 3 years ago or so. I had a great time with it. My impressions of this thing were pretty good. And that video got some great views and great comments from you guys. And I just want to revisit this amp because it's a unique amplifier. We're still waiting for the BluGuitar Amp X to be released, which might still take a while. So, you know, until that time, we have the BluGuitar Amp 1 Iridium edition, which is this one, and the Mercury edition as well. And I figure, you know, let's just have some fun here and see what sort of tones this has to offer and see if it's as good as I remember, right? I'm holding my ESP LTD Phoenix 1000 Deluxe Quilted Maple with the Seymour Duncan Custom in the bridge and Fat Cat in the neck. Right now I'm on the classic overdrive channel. The amp is going into my Grossmann Fatbox 1x12, as always, loaded up with my Celestion Vintage 30, with that whole setup, mic'd up, and all that good stuff, right? No post-processing, just the raw guitar. And this is the tone that I have on this amp right now. It's the classic channel, nice high gain channel. So that's a nice heavy tone with a nice texture as well. Sounds very organic. Obviously, this is an analog amplifier, but we have this nano tube in the power section to give it a little bit of that power amp sag the more you turn it up. But I'm not going to go super loud with this thing today. I'm going to leave it at normal recording levels. And yeah, so I like this channel a lot. This is probably my favorite channel of the amplifier because it's nice and thick and organic. Great for rock, but also for metal, if you know what I mean. I could do with a little bit more saturation. Overdrive is almost up all the way, but that's okay. So yeah, that sounds pretty good. Now, before we try the other channels and stuff, there are some switches here. You can't see them right now. For the modern mode, for the classic mode, and for the clean mode as well, there are some tone controls. And we're going to try that and see how that affects the tone. I think it's more a control that shapes the overall response of the preamp. So we're going to try that with this channel right now. Let me put it all the way clockwise. It's a very tiny little switch. So now it's all the way clockwise. Let's see how that sounds. Now let's put that little control all the way counterclockwise and see what sort of difference that makes, okay? It's really finicky. I should do that with like a guitar pick or some pliers actually, or I mean like a screwdriver. All right, so it's all the way counterclockwise now. So it's a bit more tight and compact sounding now. I preferred it all the way clockwise. Let's put it somewhere in the middle. Yeah, so I have it set now somewhere in between. Let's see how that sounds. I feel like it sounds the most fat with that little control all the way clockwise, which I'm setting it to right now. Yeah, so I definitely prefer this channel with that little tone control on the side here all the way clockwise. Otherwise, it's just a bit too tight and compact sounding for me. Let's try adding a little bit of treble, and let's see how this EQ affects the tone. That's a powerful control right there. Let's try the mids. Yeah, so the EQ is very active, if you know what I mean. And also the bass control. Yeah, I think for my setup with the V30 and everything, just at noon is fine, at least with this channel, right? Now there's something else. There's also a built-in boost. Let's try that and see how that affects the tone. It primarily seems to add gain. It's not really tightening up the tone like a tube screamer, maybe a little bit, but not a lot or anything. There's also a little boost control on the side, and I think it just controls the level of the boost, but I can try. Yeah, that's a really finicky control once again. But that just controls, I think, the amount of boost, right? So that is this channel. Again, it is my favorite channel. Let's see how it does with some lead guitar on the neck pickup, which is kind of like a P90 style pickup. So that is without the boost. Now let's try the boost. Yeah, I mean, it sounds a bit more saturated with the boost, which is cool. All right, so that is that. Oh, and of course, there's also a noise gate with, I think, 3 settings: off, metal, and soft. When we turn it off, let's see how noisy it is. There's some hiss there. Let's just keep it at the metal setting, which probably has the fastest release, right? Okay, let's go to the vintage channel and see how that sounds. It's obviously a bit more like a JCM 800 classic rock type of sound. Sounds pretty cool. That's cool. Doesn't have a lot of gain. Let's see what happens if we enable the boost. So that's fine. Let's switch over to the neck pickup and then lower the gain. So like a JCM 800 gets really bright and chimey as you lower the gain, which seems to be the same with this one. So that's cool. But yeah, let's crank the gain up. Cool crunch channel. Nice. We're going to check out the clean channel real quick as well by pressing this switch over here. Now we're on the clean channel. Of course, we can add some nice reverb as well with this switch. It's a good clean channel, what can I say? Sounds especially nice with the neck pickup, of course. Anyway, with the Iridium, I think most of you and me care the most about the distorted tones. So let's go to the modern channel. That's like the super tight sounding channel, which is great for the metals. Let's go to that channel and see what we have going on there. So that's very tight, right? Very tight and percussive and quite mid-rangey as well. We have the gain cranked up all the way right now. So I find it to be a bit honky. So let's turn down the mids and turn up the treble a touch. That's better. Let's do it a little bit more even and maybe crank the bass up just a touch. That's quite satisfying. Really nice, great modern metal tone right there. Let's try the boost as well. Yeah, so with this guitar, I definitely prefer it with the boost on. Let's lower the mids even more, you know, and add a little bit of treble. Really nice. Now we have some controls for this channel on the side as well here. Again, a little volume control and that tone control. How do I have that tone control set? You know what? Let's just put it all the way counterclockwise first, which is how I have it set right now. Without the boost as well. And then let's put it all the way clockwise and see what happens. Okay, this should be good. So it's more scooped and a bit more fat, and I like this. I prefer this even. So I can add some mids back in. I lower the treble again a little bit, just make the EQ a bit more flat. Let's try that control a little bit like halfway or so. That is a satisfying tone indeed. One more time with the boost. Very nice. It's a little bit on the honky side, but you can tweak it a little bit, you know, lower the mids a touch, raise the treble a touch. That is quite a satisfying chug, if you ask me. So yeah, of course it's capable of more. I mean, you can store, I think, like presets. So there's some switching options. There's a low gain mode as well, stuff like that. It has an effects loop. So it's a very cool platform. I like it. I like it. I'm looking forward to trying the Amp X as well, which is going to be capable of so much more with effects and stuff and more amp models and all analog. So that's pretty interesting, except for, you know, time-based effects and stuff. But yeah, my impressions are good. Once again, it feels great to play through and it sounds really nice. Also through my Rule cabinet, which I hadn't tried before. So yeah, I enjoyed this. It's definitely as good as I remember, so that's cool. I hope you enjoyed this raw little playthrough of me playing through the BluGuitar Amp 1 Iridium Edition. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'd love to know. If you want to support this channel, you can get something in my affiliate links for Tolman and Sweetwater, like a BluGuitar amp. I'd really appreciate that. You get to support the channel that way at no additional cost. Also, please hit the like and subscribe buttons down below, as that really helps the channel out. And follow Sonic Drive Studio on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Cheers.